Uh, Thank you so much, Dr. Sadiq. Very kind of you and very nice presentation about me. Thank you so much. And now, uh, good evening, everybody. And I would like to share my presentation with you people. And let me just from the desktop, I have to just share it with you. So okay, now this is our topic for tonight, for this evening, chemicals we eat. Do you believe that we eat chemicals? And the answer is, I'm not sure. I think, yes, we do. And chemicals are related directly to chemistry. Chemistry means community, health, environment, medicine, industry, science, teaching, research, and you, of course. Now, let's talk about the topic, the chemicals we eat. So-called modern life, modern time. We get up early in the morning. Time doesn't follow us, we follow the time. When we follow the time, it means we don't have too much time. Rush the bathroom, use toothpaste or mouthwash, go to the table where you can have breakfast, grab something to eat, and then drink your tea and go to your office or to the university. Now, in this case, and you're coming back to your house, somebody from your family asks you to grab something from the supermarket, hypermarket. And most of us, we go to the supermarket, we pick the food without thinking much about what is in it. Tell me how many people, we have to evaluate ourselves. We go there, we just grab the things, we pick the things, we put it in our trolley, go to the cash and pay, and that's it. Do we have time to read the ingredients? Do we have time to read what is here? What is there? What are we eating? We always think that because it is in the supermarket, it is in the hypermarket, so it is safe and healthy. And whatever the ingredients are there, it's very healthy. We never give a thought about the kind of additives or preservatives. These are the two words you hear all the time. Preservatives means some chemical, something that can keep the food fresh. Make sure that there is no growth of microbes. I will use a lot of scientific words in case if you don't understand that word, please ask me and I'll be happy to answer. When you say microbes, I'm talking about bacteria. I'm talking about fungi. I'm talking about viruses or algae. So these are the microbes. So you would like to use some sort of a chemicals which can preserve your food. Then what is additives? Additive is again some chemicals that can enhance the flavor, enhance its appearance. It's very, very important. Okay, let's go further. Go to the next page. Go to the next slide. This is nowadays from morning till evening. Let's start from the very beginning. Toothpaste. What does it contain? Baking soda, some artificial sweeteners. Do we have an alternative? Or we have to have some toothpaste? Do we have an alternative? We don't know. We never even tried. We just go that what can it kill cavities and stuff like this. This is what we do. So right from the morning till night, the food which we are consuming, the stuff which we are using, it has chemicals. And it is one of the constituents. Yes, of course, when you go for the actual one, the actual food items will be a little more expensive than what you are buying from, from your hypermarket. So is it okay that we are using chemical to lessen the cost, but at the same time making this product unsafe for the people? We don't realize, including you as well as me, as well as all my friends. We don't even have time. Forget about what are the alternatives. We don't even have time to find out what are the possible alternate. In case of food product, lots of chemicals, people are using it. And this is not for the first time. The last few decades, I'm talking about 40, 50 years, maybe more. And when you go to the market, oh, that's so attractive. Look at the color. Oh, it looks so yummy. The only thing we check is expiry date. That's not enough, my friends. My lovely audience, that's not enough. We have to go through the ingredients. We have to see what is it. Okay, let's go. Is it the first time that people are using it? That these preservatives or these things? No. Ask your grandmother. She will tell you that when they were preparing, some kind of, just sweet dishes or pickles, some sweet dishes, they were using some salts, they were using some spices. So instead of using those, modern science of food technology started using different chemicals in form of additives, in form of preservatives, and just to increase the shelf life, to improve its taste, to change its texture or color. I want to just take you about 100 years ago. In European countries, Romans, the production of lactic acid by fermentation. They were using it for cheese, yogurt. Go to some European countries, including UK. You will find some places which are 150 years old. My colleague, my friend, my brother, Dr. Sadir, he just mentioned it to me that he was in UK and he told me that he has seen some places where they make cheese and yogurt and ice cream and all that. And this 150 years old, they were using it. It's nothing new. Problem is not this. The problem is that they were using it long time ago, and we are also using it. The only difference is we are using chemicals. How about Chinese? Chinese people, they were using ethylene and propylene without knowing what they are using. My friend, my beautiful audience, just want to make sure I'm using some names of the name of some chemicals. I don't want you to know the formula because there's not going to be any quiz or any exam at the end of my talk. No, no, no. The only thing is, I just want you to know the names. They were using smoking, an ancient method used by Chinese to preserve the food. I'll ask you a question. 19 chemicals, you didn't know that they were in your food gallery. I'm not saying that 19 is a magic word. No, 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 no. It may be more or less 19. I will just want to give you an idea that what are they? Look at this acrylamide. Would you like to have French fries when it is very cold? Or would you like to have French fries directly from the fryer, whether it's McDonald's or Hardee's or Jasmine's? You like to have the hot one. My friends, French fries contains a compound called acrylamide, which is formed as a result of high temperature cooking, which is frying. Ammonium sulfate, these you don't have to know the formula, just remember a few names if you can. And when you go to the market or supermarket, you will see these names and the ingredients. It's our duty. It's our duty to find out what it does. And yes, we want to increase. We don't want to buy bread every day. We want to buy the bread and keep it for 5 days. For 5 days, your bread and butter and your milk, everything is fresh. And you are paying the cost by adding some preservatives and some chemicals. Look at this. I will go again. Look at this, some more. Look at this, benzene, the salts of benzene, benzoate salts. These are the one which we are using it. These are the one which we are using it, my friend, in our cold drinks. Cereals we are using. We just take a bowl of milk and then we put cereals. What it contains. This calcium sulfate. Don't worry about the chemistry. Worry about the names. We are using this as an additive or a stabilizer in the processed food. Look at this. Condensed milk, cheese, pasta, tofu, the one which you, or what you call it, a bean curd, which you prepare from soya milk. Go further. These are some names. These are 19 chemicals. I'm just trying to give you some of them. Much easier. Go get a can of soup. Can. Food is ready. Go open it. Put it in the microwave. Come on. We don't have time for ourselves. That we have to find out what we are eating, what kind of chemicals we are eating. The expiry date is 6 months from now, 8 months from now. How to make it so fresh? Melamine. Remember 2008? They used melamine in milk. Came from China. It was a big, big problem in the baby food, baby formula food contaminated with the melamine. We are not using melamine for food. We are using melamine for plastics, for additives, for the whiteboard, in your kitchen or in your bathroom, for whiteboard. And we are using it in food to preserve it. Of course, it will affect your health. No, in a very small quantity. It's not the question of quantity, small quantity. It is there. PCB, an important air pollutant, important PCBs. Just turn type PCB, and you will see. This one, PFOA, we use it for non-stick pans, your utensils which you use it. And if we use it in wrappers, wrappers means your chocolate, wrappers, candy wrappers, which we throw it. We throw it. But what happened to popcorn? We were using the traditional method in a utensil. No, now we are very modern. So what we do, we put it in a microwave. Looks good. But you have to pay the price. Look at this. This is your sodium stearide. All this. Look at this. We are using in pancakes, in waffles, in cereals, pastas. You made a cake, pistachio cake or any cake, then you are putting an icing on the top. Looks good. I agree with you. Looks good. Pudding. But again, we have to be very careful. Can we use that cake without icing? And yes, we can. So oil, simple oil, vegetable oil I'm talking about. We are using TBHQ. There are some found in, I will show you the pictures, and these pictures will show you that what are the food that we are using this. This is just to give you an idea. Chewing gum, what you call it in Arabic, aloo, gummy candies, dairy products. Come on, my friends, it's about time. Look at this. Soup mixes, much, much easier. Open the packet, put it in the bowl. Mayonnaise. And some coffee creamer. Why don't you use milk? We are using dry coffee creamer with the coffee pot, and then we are using some chemicals also. Now let's talk about food additives. Food additives. Let's go further. Food additives, two kinds. First kind, where you are adding for coloring, for sweeteners, for preservatives, to make sure for a long period of life. Sodium benzoate, a common name you will see in most of the food. The second kind, the contaminants coming from your farming processes, environmental conditions, insecticide, pesticide. Nobody's using the old traditional method. We have farming in Bahrain. We have a market where you can go and buy some fresh vegetables and fruit. We don't go there because we don't have time. About the timings, we will talk about this later. That what we have to do. Do we need food additives? The answer is yes. We have to have additives. Why? Because just to make sure that food is not spoiled. If you can buy your bread every day, if you can buy milk every day, good. But again, the time, we are so busy from morning till evening, we don't have time. So okay, fine. Then buy product which contains additives, which contains all those things, and then you use it. So now, we have to use it. These chemical additives, what they will do? They will enrich your product. They will fortify to increase. It looks nice. Okay. Now, just to make sure, there are certain food that you keep it outside And this food will be spoiled in a day or so because it contains some high moisture content. So you have to use something. So you cannot have some kind of a microbial, some fungi or some bacterial attack. Similarly, sorry, this you are using additives. All these you are adding in your food in form of some chemicals to maintain the nutritional quality of food, to enhance the stability, or in simple word, you are increasing the shelf life for 1 week, 2 weeks, or even months. Preservatives, just to make sure that your food is not spoiled, to avoid any fungi, any bacteria, any viruses. And you find this, you know where? Low fat spread, early morning cheese, margarine, mayonnaise, even your dried fruit products. Let's go and show you some pictures with the chemical which we are using. Sodium benzoate. You will find this name in everywhere. Sodium benzoate, you'll find everywhere. You will find it in carbonated drink. You'll find it in bread. You'll find it in pickles. You'll find it in sauces. You'll find it in juices. So once you will see next time, inshallah, and then you will see what it does. What it does in a form, hyperactivity, more than enough. I don't have to go into detail. Asthma, carcinogen. Carcinogen means a substance that can cause cancer or a source of cancer. Look at this. People love to have hot dog. More sauce, please. More ketchup, please. Sausages. These are the smoked fish. It is much easier, much easier. I know, processed food. You are using some sort of a salt. Look at this sodium nitrite, because being a chemist, or my colleague, Dr. Salim, also, we are chemists, we just use it. But we can't use it in food because then it will cause prostate or breast cancer. Sodium nitrate. And these are the food items which you see, nothing new, just taken some picture. Nothing new. Benzoic acid or sodium benzoate. We use it in drinks. I'm talking about carbonated drinks. Oh, my friend, did you see that cold drinks nowadays we have 0 calories, no sugar? Do you realize that when you drink those items or when you take those, why bother for cold drinks? But 0 calories, no sugar. Can you believe it? That means something has been done to remove that sugar stuff from that product. Cereals, all these things, avoid it, please, if possible. You will find some more BHA, BHT. Don't worry about BHA is butylated hydroxysanisole, and one of them is toluene. You don't have to go for all this. I just want you to just focus on 4 or 5 chemicals. 4 or 5, that's enough. Look for this, what's happening. And what are the possible effects that we can have. This, look at this, coloring agents, synthetic colors. You buy synthetic color. This synthetic color, we use it We use it. Why? Food looks so good, nice color. Do you know what is the source from where we are getting the synthetic color? Don't believe me. Look yourself. Everything is from internet. Everything is from your Google, from coal tar, petroleum. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean to scare you at all, please. I mean to make sure that we can avoid as many chemicals as we can. It needs some effort. Look at this. These are the one, right? This is your can with the fruit pieces like your pineapple and other stuff which you put it on the ice cream. You make cake, fruit salad, baked food, dairy products. Look at the side effect. Please make sure that I'm not talking about the quantity, a large quantity, very, very small quantity. But we have to be very careful. When you go to the ice cream shop, there are 30, 40 flavors. I like this, I like this. Well, how did they change the colors? They are changing the color because by adding some coloring agents. And I am sure when you're going to drink it, when you're going to eat it, it will have, I'll show you something else which is also very important, and especially for the kids. This one, Baba, 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 Mama, Mama, I would like to buy this. I would like to buy this because I would like to have it. Why not to? Just these jelly beans, bubble gums. Go and find out what are the possible side effects it can have. This is our duty to control. These are the icing. We are very happy. We make the cake and we do brilliant blue. By the way, there are certain additives, there are certain compound or chemical compound that comes to Bahrain and it has been analyzed because not everything can come here. But they are not natural. No, they are all synthetic. Synthetic means we are asking for a problem. You buy this tube, bring it here and use this on the cake. Oh, nice, looks so good. Yummy. Okay, fine. Yummy, go ahead then. These are your cake, different colors. Kids will be happy. Kids don't know, but we know. Is it possible that we can spend some time? Don't spend 10 minutes, buy 10 stuff, 10 food product in your trolley and then go. No, please read it. Please, I request you to please, this will help you. Flavoring agent, just to increase the taste, the flavors, aroma. So good, so nice. You know, one of the most important flavoring agent is your monosodium glutamate. Maybe you will say, oh, it's Greek. I can't understand this formula. Ajinomoto, Chinese salt, your Chinese salt, your chicken corn soup in which you are adding this. This is your MSG, sorry. Is found in a restaurant food, soups, chips. Everybody knows chips, right? If we are hungry, we finish the whole box. Salad dressing. I know you will ask me a question at the end. So if you don't want us to eat anything, then what should we do? We'll talk about it. If I am also included, I am also with you. And I'm using the same thing. I'm just talking, but we are doing the same thing. These are the side effects for using this Ajinomoto or this Chinese salt, especially this. exposure. All these are important side effects that we know. Release of growth hormones or something. Look at this. This is sweeteners. There is a whole section in your hypermarket where you can decorate your dessert, sorry, and then you can also use for fillings, toppings. We are using it. This gums, chewing gums, which you are using it every day. You go to hypermarket, you'll find different types of at least 10 or 15 different kind of candies. Give me half a pound, give me 1 pound, give me 200 grams, and we buy it. Yogurt, very simple, plain yogurt, processed, fermented by using milk. Now, fruit yogurt, different kind of fruit yogurt. Okay? Where you do when you do it, then you have to add some chemicals. You have to make it more attractive, and people will get it. Jellies, at least 15 to 20 kinds of jellies which we use it. Mama, today banana flavor, pineapple flavor. Not even 1% pineapple is there. Strawberry flavors. Did you ever realize that what it will do? What kind of, how they are getting this kind of flavor? The side effects, first this sweeteners. Sweetener, I am diabetic, so I can't use sugar in my milk. I can't use sugar in my coffee. I can't use sugar in my coffee. I can't use sugar in my tea. Okay, then, so what you will do? Oh, I got aspartame, what, I don't know the name exactly. So we add 1 tablet and sugar. You know, I'm using my fruit custard, and my wife didn't use sugar. She used some alternate, some sweetener. My friend, saccharine as a word, 300 times more sweeter than sugar. To have sugar-free, okay? So those patients who are diabetic, they can have sugar-free. They have to have sweetener. How do they make sweetener? You know that. Just type any. These are the sweeteners which we are using. We are not using sugar. Use brown sugar, the source from where we get the sugar cane, and then we use it from there. But no, we like to have this, so we can use sweetener, and we are very happy, and we love to pay more for this sweetener. Okay, so this is enough for the sweetener. My friend, because of the time limitation, the Bahrain Society of Chemists, they have given me 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes, and then we will have a discussion. Antioxidants, excellent. Just type antioxidant. Just type in your Google vegetables and fruits that we can use as antioxidant for our body. Antioxidant means opposite of oxidation. Opposite of oxidation means a destructive process. It changes in your body. So you want to use antioxidant. But use fruits, use vegetables, use something natural. Why should I go for some chemical? These are the stuff which we are using it. These are the one. Mashed potato, frozen food, ready, Put it in microwave. What you call it? Dinner. TV dinner. You know what's this TV dinner? Frozen. Frozen pizza. Oh, good. Put it in the oven. Get it ready. Eat while you are watching the match, or the matches between Manchester United and Liverpool. Oh, good. What is going in your body? We don't know. God knows. Fine. These are the side effects, of course. These are some which, like these things, asthma, everybody knows, some itching, some inflammation. Take any 4, 5 chemicals, type it in your Google, and that's how to avoid, find an alternative. Very important. Very important. Emulsifiers, oil and water. What is the purpose? To make the food more appealing, prevent growth from this microbes, just to make sure it's fresh. My friend, there are certain ways that you can make fresh. So we have to change our lifestyle. And if we are not going to do, then we have to do this. There are methods. There are methods by which we can avoid using these additives and preservatives. I'm not saying that you can ignore completely. No, 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 not at all. I am with you. I'm a part of you. I cannot ignore it. But can I minimize it? Can I reduce it? So instead of 100%, I can reduce it to 20%, 30%, 40%. Start doing this. These are the food products. Look at this. Who will resist? Everybody will eat this cake, cheesecake with the cream in it. And we love to buy this frozen desserts, and then we just put it in the oven and it is ready. Put it on the cream, peanut butter. Peanut butter was very simple. Now the peanut butter, now it has some emulsifiers because you want to keep it for a longer period of time. We love to go to hypermarket and buy cake, butter, margarine, low fat, and high fat or high quantity of fat. My friend, low fat. Low fat means you are going to pay something. You are going to do something. This is everyday milk powder, which you use it for your coffee, for your tea. You cannot use it, your regular milk. This is another type of additive, which we use it for gels, which is very, very popular, citric acid in food and cold drinks. How many people from us, we are going for fresh juices? No, we like to have a bottle juice. You want to keep it for a week. When you're keeping it for a week, that means you have to add something, citric acid or anti-caking agents. You like to make sure that, just to make sure that this is completely mixed, no lumps while you are making cakes or bread or anything else. Everything is available. These are the things which we are using it. Milk, grated cheese, icing sugar. And everybody is using, including me. We are using it. Instant soup. Just open it, put it there, take half a cup of your hot water, and your soup is ready. You don't have time. Come on. Table salt. The only salt which we knew is sodium chloride. Now they say, no, add iodine. Okay. If you're going to add iodine, then fine. And then go to the next one, please. Stabilizing agent. These are all the materials under different names. Whether it's cereal product, pudding mixes, jams, jelly, different things. All these are there when you buy when you buy the food, your food. One of the most, I can talk about each topic for a long period of time, but the problem is we don't have, the time constraint. Food adulteration. My friend, this is another problem. Another problem in food adulteration. It's a social evil. Do you get the pure product, especially in spices? This will give you some idea. Look at this. On the left-hand side, mustard ice cream. Can you believe that people are using washing powder in ice cream, chalk in sugar powder, and they have given what is the adulteration means, mixing. We are very happy. There are some traditional sweet dishes where we go and we buy silver foil, and we are very happy. My friends, my beautiful friends, you are paying 1.5 dinar or maybe less for silver foil. Look at the silver, the price, silver metal. What you are buying is not silver foil, it's aluminum foil mixed with it. This will help you, this table. Whenever you have time, you will see it. Nobody believes this chalk, that chalk is mixed with sugar powder. Very simple. Take a glass of water, make sugar solution, the chalk will settle down in the glass. This is just a test. I am not saying that all are bad. No. This is a simple test for adulteration. These are the same thing. Tea, red chili powder. They are good also, excellent quantity, excellent quality. But this will help you. This will give you a good idea that what you are buying. At least I will go for chemicals. Okay, I want to use chemicals for additives and for preservative good. But if I'm going to spoil my food by adulteration, by mixing something, I had it. Look at this, honey, or direct from Yemen, direct. What do you mean direct? Look at this bottle. Honey is here and the sugar solution is here.
Salim, you have 30 seconds.
Okay. I will just try to finish it up. And thank you so much, my friend. I just want to ask a few questions for me, for you, for all the audience. Can we avoid additives? Can we avoid these? Do we have an alternate solution? If we use it, what are the health effect? The impact on our health? Can we educate ourselves that when we go to the supermarket and we buy food, at least we should...
Dr. Salim, you have 10 seconds.
So this will go, so just try to go organic. At the end, I would like to thank the Department of Chemistry, College of Science, and top Bahrain Society of Chemists, Dr. Abdul Wahid, Hussein Halwachi, Ibrahim, and all the people, all my friends who helped me to prepare this presentation, and my lovely, beautiful audience. And this was one more sentence: eat well, stay well. And this one,
Mute.
my friend,
Mute.
No, this is okay. Eat well, stay well. And then what happened to the last slide? This is the last slide. And this is, thank you so much. I hope I try to give to you some brief summary that what are the chemicals we are eating, I cannot finish in 45 or 50 minutes. I would like to thank all the people who attended this talk, and now we are open for discussion because this is not your problem, this is my problem too. So, Dr. Sadiq, if we have,
yes.
so if we have anything, please.
Thank you, Dr. Salim. You took us all the way from ice cream to cheesecake, along with French fries, issues with melamine, Kinder eggs, and jelly beans. So kindly stop MSG in our food. However, Dr. Salim, asking you to enjoy your life with lots of naturally and organically grown vegetables, food, and whatever you like. Let's have a few questions. And we have Adnan.
Okay.
The first question, what about the trichloride? I didn't see the questions. Adnan, you'd like to ask the question, please? Yes, Adnan.
Dr. Sadiq, can you?
Yes, Adnan.
My friend, just to make sure that this is the real fact that we are using every day. Don't believe me, just go to the hypermarket and read it and then find out. Then go to the Google and then find out that what are you taking in your food items.
So the first question, what about the trisodium phosphate in cereals? What can you tell us about that, Doctor?
One of the things which is going to be is again, one of the things which is very, very important is hyperactive. You become hyperactive. Hyperactive means you're talking about blood pressure. Anything which is not required by your body will have a problem. I am not a nutritionist, but if I see a chemical or list of chemicals, I will go for it. Reason? I will try to avoid canned foods. If I have to buy bread every day, I'll go for it.
So there's another question. Is there any chemical material which is considered as a risk factor to diabetes?
If you don't want to use, if you're diabetes, don't use sugar, period. Why should I go for alternative? Because without sugar, you can live. But if I am going to use an alternate for sugar, some sweetener, of course you are, this is not because 300 times more sweetener, more
Thank
sweeter.
you. We have another question, Doctor. Can we substitute these harmful chemicals to more useful and healthier ones?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can have it. We can have it. Very simple. I will give you some basic ideas. Stop using non-stick pans. Use, the pan which is, or utensils which is Teflon inside. Limited canned food. Don't use these plastic containers or canned food. Use popcorn. I know you love popcorn when you're watching movies. Prepare popcorn the old-fashioned way. Why microwave? Buy organic food. Organic food is available, right? Organic food is available. Then buy organic food. Organic food means you have processed, you have produced food in a natural way. We're not using any pesticides. A simple, old, traditional method.
We have another question, sir. Can you suggest what form of potatoes consumption is healthy?
What form of potatoes, right?
Yeah, potatoes.
Okay.
He's suggesting, are air fried French fries the only healthy form?
I
for
am not
example?
sure whether I can answer your question or not, but if you go to your farmer market, which is here in Bahrain, and you will find the vegetables and fruits with the real colors. So as far as the potato is concerned, I am not sure whether I can give you the correct answer, but for any food items you want to preserve in a natural way, go for Google and look for the information. Potato is something that you can buy almost every 2 days or 3 days. You don't want to keep it for 6 months. Yes, the products like chips,
As a
French
matter of
fries.
fact, on my way to Dr. Salim, I noticed that he's growing tomatoes, cucumber. So he's following a naturally, organically grown vegetable that everybody can do. So this is another solution for some of you suggesting some of the vegetable that can be grown, especially in Bahrain. And you don't need big land, probably in a small pot. You can grow tomatoes, some vegetables. I know some other materials that may not be possible to grow here, but we can import anyway. The session is still, we have 5 more minutes for more questions. And those who joined us in the middle of the session, so you are highly welcomed.
As far as the this tomatoes, the cucumbers, and all these stuff is concerned, as I said, we cannot ignore completely for all those chemicals because you're going to change our life upside down. But at the same time, my friend, try to use organics. Period. Organics. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important that we go for organic.
So thank you very much, Professor Salim, for the awareness. This is really extremely important, not only for chemists, for the whole community. And we'd like to thank you directly from the Bahrain Society of Chemists for this opportunity to have you on board with everybody. And if you all the chemists, non-chemists, those who are in love with chemists, please feel free to propose any ideas. The society is open for you and willing to support you as much as we can. And the society is also having so many other activities in the coming period. We have one last minute for our session. If you have any questions, or Dr. Salim, you like to say something at this stage?
My friend, I just want to make sure, number one, I would like to thank the Bahrain Society of Chemists. They have done a wonderful job and they have given me this opportunity, and they have my phone numbers and they have my email address, and I would love to answer your questions, your queries. In this way, I will learn and you will also learn. And we try our best to go organics, try our best to spend little time for just to make sure that we take very good care of ourselves. So eat well, stay well. This is the most important thing that we have. I think, is there any more time, Dr. Sadiq, for questions?
I don't see any questions so far, but however, if those who have some other questions that we didn't have a chance to see, or you didn't have chance to ask, please feel free to ask anytime.
I can see.
The presentation is always available for you in case you need.
I can see Adnan. Adnan wants to ask.
Adnan.
Yes, Adnan Yunus.
Feel free. Feel free. Yes, sir. Yes, Adnan. Can you hear me?
Adnan, If you have a question, can you please send me through WhatsApp or through email, and I'll
Or the chat here.
Can anyone listen to me?
Sure.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you, Professor Salim, for such a nice and such a explanatory kind of presentation. It really very useful. But my question or a comment on these things are, if we know all these things about that, how harm these chemicals are, we are consuming chemicals a lot, I think, on our daily basis. Then where are WHO and FDOs, these kind of bodies? Why they are not restricting these canned products or the food that we are consuming every day, and our hypermarkets are like flooded with all these kind of
Excellent
food?
question, Adnan. Excellent question. As far as the Food and Agricultural Organization from United Nations, WHO, and all the people, is that not that they don't know, they know it, and they have allowed these companies, these productions, they allowed to a certain level. My question is not that, my concern is not that it is not there, it is there. Can we avoid? I will just give you a simple example, milk. Can you buy milk every day for your house, for your kids? And the answer is yes. We need little effort. So we can. But we want to bring milk for 7 days. When you want to bring milk for 7 days or bread for 7 days, you have to pay for the price. You have to add something to keep it fresh. So it's not that these big organizations which you mentioned, they have the knowledge, they know it. It has not been, I mean, it's not illegal, it is legal. They are using certain quantities. That's why they mention it in your ingredients. It is mentioned there that what is the percentage. It is mentioned there. My concern is not this. We know that we are using this. But can we try to find an alternative? How many times we go to a hypermarket and read the ingredients, except expiry date? Am I right, sir? I have another question. Kai.
I have one final question from Mr. Anwar regarding our science curriculum. Shouldn't it be more towards educating healthy life without added chemicals? So what do you think, Professor, how can we come up with a better idea of a healthy food without any chemicals? What do you suggest?
Very simple. Yes, society can, we can have me and Dr. Sadiq, we can have just 2 chemicals, 3 chemicals. We can have, if they can give us where to publish, where to write, where to inform, we will inform people. Just not more than 2 chemicals. More than that, what are the chemicals, where are they using it, and then what are the alternatives? For example, toothpaste. Toothpaste, the very first item you use it. And do we have an alternate? Yes, we have. Use oil and salt, old traditional method. Bicarbonate, that we are using it, but we cannot, we don't have time. We can find ourselves. We are so much concerned about our health. We are so much concerned about diet programs. What are the nutritions that we have to take, and what are the things which we don't have to? I think there is one more question from Kai. Miss Kai, okay, K-A-Y, K-A-I.
Hello.
Yes sir. اي حياك تفضل. اخر سؤال قبل ان ينقطع الخط. اي نعم تفضل حبيبي.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Zadig, Dr. Zagid. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
See, I'm totally agree with you. I'm thankful for your presentation to highlight whatever is the chemicals actually mixed inside our food.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
if you would like to join on next Saturday, because we're doing a short presentation about organic and gardening and composting. If you would like to spend as well 15-20 minutes with us to inform our audience on the
Sure.
chemicals inside the food.
Yes, please, I would request you to please inform me, because generally we have a meeting with me and Sadat. We normally have a meeting on Saturday. Please, it will be informed what time, so we will join you.
Yes, very good. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
I will
Thank
send
you,
a
Kai
message to Dr.
Khaled,
Salim.
all the way
Yes, my dear.
from Germany. Nice to
Yes,
hear
yes.
you from
Yeah, from Germany.
Germany.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
and
please.
like to welcome all our participants in Bahrain, GCC, and we have a few participants from Penn State and United States, and of course our friend Kai and other people I can see.
Dr. Sadek, somebody from Kuala Lumpur also is here.
Yeah, from Kuala Lumpur, welcome. So we have really an international gathering here.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much.
And since our time is almost approaching, I know some of you probably had a few questions, and those who had questions but we didn't have a chance to read that, please feel free to send your question through the society email, and the presentation is ready for you to be sent. Feel free to ask anything, and our door is always open for you. So
My friend,
thank you
any
very
questions
much
you have,
for
please send me to the
participating.
WhatsApp, through WhatsApp or through email. The Bahrain Society of Chemists, they have my email and number, and I would love to answer your questions. In case if I can't, I'll try to find the answer for your questions. And inshallah, in both ways, we will learn how to eat well and stay well. Again, thank you very much, and good night, everybody.
Thank you and good night. Stay tuned for more activities coming
Thank you,
soon.
Dr. Abdul Wahid. Thank you, Dr. Abdul Wahid. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you, Hussein Alwachi.
حتى حصل ليفاندوفسكي